Welcome back to our Sonic 2D Games Ranked List video commentary thing with the Gaming Stooges.
No, you could just read the title of the video, so you don't have to butcher that every time. It's insert name of video title here!
Listen, butchering it is what I do.
Oh, okay. It is true, folks. He is a butcher by trade, so...
So, in the last video we did... So, we're doing 19 2D Sonic games, and we did 19 through 10 in the last video. So, I know this is a little awkward, but bear with us. We're going to do 9 through 1 in this video. And, in 9th place, beating Sonic Rush Adventure, which was number 10 at the end of our last video by 1 point, is Sonic Colors DS. And Sonic Colors DS was placed at 7th from Jack, 8th from me, and in 12th with Landon. So, pretty close amongst the three of us compared to some of the last entries on our list. Jack, start us off.
Well, I'll start off by saying you can't disagree with this. Sonic Colors DS has better boss fights than Sonic Colors on the Wii. Am I wrong?
I mean, I'll say that they're definitely more varied. Because the Wii one literally uses 3 of them and just makes 2 versions of each.
What if I don't like the bosses anyway?
Anyway, Sonic Colors DS is good. It's, like, probably the best Rush game. It's got good level design. It implements the Wisps in a surprisingly, good way, in a 2D manner. I don't know. It's got, like, side missions and shit, and it actually has, like, a lot of, like, mini stories that involve, like, characters that aren't just Sonic and Tails. Like, the Chaotix are in this game. It's weird. But yeah, no, it's a good game. I like it. That's all I got.
Sonic Colors DS, I put it pretty high on my list too, so I like it a lot. I think the only reason I couldn't put it higher is just, and this is probably just me, but just the fact that Sonic Colors DS, I just feel like every time I would want to play it, I'd rather just play the Wii version. Which is the same thing that happens to Sonic Generations, and that's why that's pretty low on my list as well. But other than that, the levels are really cool. I do like how some of the levels explore different areas that you might not really see much of on the Wii version. Like, Planet Wisp feels like a totally different level on the DS than it does on the Wii version. I like that they did that. Just like Jack said, the Wisps are pretty fun and pretty well implemented. I like the fine-tuning to the gameplay that this game does, because in Sonic Rush, and I think Sonic Rush Adventure, the homing attack isn't the A button. It's R, I think, or L? And
something
I forget
stupid like that, yeah.
It's a shoulder button, and that's weird. And there's also no aiming reticle, at least in the first Sonic Rush game, so that makes it even weirder. But Sonic Colors, they just changed it to, like, what you would expect. It's you hit A, and then there's an enemy, and then there's a reticle. You just hit A again, and then you just homing attack them, and it feels good, and you still have the boosting, so that's cool. So that's done fun. Obviously, it's using Sonic Colors stuff, so the levels have cool aesthetical themes. There's great music. The final boss is definitely really, really cool. I wish that they could have implemented that in the Wii version. God damn it, that was such a good boss fight. But, I mean, yeah, like I said, the only reason I didn't put it higher is just because there's, like, man, like, you only play as Sonic in this game, and that usually isn't a problem for me. But 2D games often make it really easy and really fun to pick up a different character. And the fact that you just don't get that option is kind of one of the reasons that holds it back for me. But it is so good at what it does, and I've said this phrase quite a bit, but it is so good for what it is that it's just hard to fault it. It's just such a fun game. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. Landon, how do you feel about Sonic Colors?
I enjoy the Burst Wisp or whatever it's called, the one that's unique to this game. It's actually pretty fun to use, and a lot of the levels are designed pretty well around it, like being able to implement it or other wisps that can be found throughout levels. So that's fun. I played through a couple of the levels before sitting down and making the list, and I was like, yeah, I enjoy the feel of this game. It's fun. The couple boss fights I played through to familiarize myself with it, I didn't really super care for. But, other than that, I thought Sonic Colors DS feels pretty solid overall. Yeah.
Alright. Right on. We're going to move on to number 8, which only beat Sonic Colors DS by 1 point. And we have Sonic the Hedgehog. The original Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis, 16-bit or Mega Drive, depending on which part of the world you live in. It was actually highest on my list. I put Sonic the Hedgehog number 6. Jack put it in 11th, and Landon put it in 9th. So we're going to go me, Landon, Jack for this one. Sonic 1, the first Sonic game. I've been a little bit of a hypocrite, because I have mentioned I appreciate a spin dash, and this game doesn't have it, except for one version. And that one version is really good, and it boosted my opinion of this game just a bit. But the original Sonic the Hedgehog, I still enjoy it. I think that the music is kick-ass. I think that the levels, while they are definitely far more platform-heavy rather than speed-heavy, they are a lot of fun. They're super memorable. I just wish that they could have maybe pushed Marble Zone back a bit, just back one stage, because it's kind of weird going Green Hill, Marble, Spring Yard, when I think Spring Yard could have just been a perfectly fine second stage. Starlight is one of my favorite zones in all of Sonic. It's such a fun mix between speed and platforming, and it's a nice night sky aesthetic. The bosses in this game are pretty memorable. They're a lot of fun. The Christian Whitehead mobile port, which is still locked to mobile, god damn it, has spin dash, and it is implemented super well. Which I cannot say the same for the Game Boy Advance version. Thank God I didn't play it. But no, it's a fun game, and I can still go back to it, and I can still enjoy it. And there's plenty of different versions out there in the world, and don't play the Game Boy Advance version. That one is trash, but everything else is perfectly fine. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. Just slap it in your Genesis and have a grand old time. Landon.
Sonic Hedge is a game, and it's the game.
It is the game. It's the game that started the series.
It's the game that started it all. You can't disagree with that statement unless you are factually incorrect, Jack.
What'd I do?
Nothing yet.
He's just making sure that you're awake.
That too. Yeah, Sonic 1 is fine. It's fun. It's the one you can go back to whenever you want, I guess. Some people go back to it, I suppose. It's got the Hill of Green. It's got a Spring of Yards. It has other zones that exist that it ripped off from Sonic 1 8-bit. Like Labyrinth Zone, I suppose. It ripped that one straight out of that game. Is the phrase I'm going to use today. But yeah, no, it's perfectly acceptable as a video game. Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy the music. The levels are usually pretty fun overall. Yeah.
Jack, Sonic 1.
Sonic 1 is good. I'm kind of like...
You put it above CD.
I did. I'm like... Because Sonic 1 is more objectively good. Like, I'm not a super huge fan of it compared to some other 2D Sonic games, but like, it's good. I don't go back to it super often because some of the zones I just fucking hate. Honestly. Like,
let's agree on this. If the first Pokemon games and the first Super Mario game are not really, like, they didn't really age well, Sonic 1 aged surprisingly well.
Yeah, I suppose so, but I'm still gonna say that Labyrinth Zone can suck a dick. I don't really like Scrap Brain Zone, and Marble Zone is just too slow in some parts. The rest of it is fine. It's a good game. I like it. The music is good too. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Play it on your anything machine because it's on a million different consoles.
It really is. So we're gonna move on to number 7, and this is where things are gonna get pretty interesting because if Sonic 1 is only number 8, we've got some interesting stuff here. Number 7 is Sonic Advance 1, with beating Sonic 1 by 2 points. And if it wasn't pretty obvious, Jack is the one that put it highest. He got it. He put it in. What's up?
I just said sup.
Oh, sup. Yeah, sup. Jack put it in 4th. I put it in 13th. Sorry. And then Landon put it in 8th. So it's going to go Jack, Landon, and then me. And Jack, go ahead. Tell us how much you love Sonic Advance.
Sonic Advance is a fucking good game. See, now we're talking about the good games. Yeah, I don't know. Sonic Advance, it's like, nostalgia is a big part of it because I played this game a ton when I was a kid, but like, it is, you know, excuse me, good music, good level design. I like the level aesthetics. Still love, what is it, Angel Island Zone. Like, you know, much different than... Oh, Momo jumped in my lap. Hi, Momo. Much different than, you know, Angel Island as you know it. But, yeah, no,
if I remember correctly, you did put the Angel Island Zone from Sonic Advance incredibly high up your list when we did the top Sonic levels list way back.
It's because it's a good game, or it's a good zone. It is a good game as well, but it's a good zone. Yeah, no, I mean, you can play as Tails and Knuckles and Amy, and it's like, it's just a fun game. It's really good. I like it.
Landon. Oh.
I was just gonna say, expect an LP one day.
Okay.
1 year.
Landon, tell us about how you feel about Sonic Advance 1.
Alright, I will. Sonic Advance, the first, is... Yeah, it's an enjoyable experience. I have nothing against the game. It doesn't owe me $5 like other games on this list. Yeah, it is one that I occasionally like to go back to. Not maybe as much as others, but it's there. It's always in the purview of the mind's eye of I could play that game and enjoy it. Yeah, having a couple playable characters always helps, for sure. And the advanced games have multiple characters, that's for sure. All the music's good, and the majority of the zones are pretty solid as far as aesthetic and like actual level design. Yep.
Okay. Sonic Advance 1. I put it kind of low on my list compared to these two. And that doesn't mean I don't like it. I think it is a great game.
It.
I think that it's a great game. I think that it's a good Sonic game. I have a few issues with it, and I will start with what I don't like, and then I will say what I do like. Starting with what I don't like, I actually am pretty lukewarm on the level variety of this game. It's not bad. It's decent level variety, but it uses several level themes that I just don't care about. I don't care about ice levels. I don't care about casino levels, and they put them both in this game, and both of them are not done in any way, shape, or form that impresses me enough to like overlook that. Because like there's some games that do it well, and like they're not offensive about it. They're just there, and it's just a theme that I'm just sick of. I do like Neo Green Hill Zone because it's not even a green hill; it's a beach with some roads. Apparently, it's a fun first stage, and Secret Base Zone is a lot of fun. I also like the Egg Rocket Zone, and I thought that was pretty cool too. But I think just being the first game of the Sonic Advance trilogy, I've seen that some of the level design can be kind of janky, we'll say. It's not horribly done. Like it's definitely better than some of the bad Game Gear games, and it's definitely better than anything Sonic 4 did. But it feels to me like there's parts of Sonic Advance that like the platforming could have been handled a little better. Like there's like all of the Sonic Advance games are guilty of this, but I feel like Sonic Advance 1 has you doing leaps of faith way too much more often than I'd like. But it is overall, other than that, it is a fun game. I think the music is fine. I had a toss-up, honestly, because I really do enjoy the fact that you have multiple playable characters. They're all really fun to use. I think it was a toss-up between this or Rush for the spot that went up to like 12 or 13. Because I think that these two games are generally about neck and neck for me. And the only reason I gave Rush the edge was because Rush has a fantastic soundtrack. And Sonic Advance is good music, but it's not Sonic Rush. And that is the only reason why I put Sonic Advance below Sonic Rush. But other than that, it's good. I do like Sonic Advance 1. It's good. Moving on to number 6, we have Sonic Triple Trouble, which got 4 more points than Sonic Advance 1. And surprise, surprise, this is Landon's favorite game of the Sonic games. It's his number 1 Sonic 2D game. I put it in 11th, and Jack put it in 8th. So we all have, assumingly, some generally good things to say about this game. But because Landon put it in first, we get to hear from him first.
You're cowards. Absolute cowards. How dare you? How dare you even call yourselves human beings? How dare you? Anyway, Sonic Triple Trouble is a fun game that I really enjoy, and I didn't even get into it until about a decade ago, honestly. That's true for basically all of the 8-bit games, because I didn't really get into any of them until just about the time we started the channel. That's when I started like really playing them. But I really fell in love with this because it's just it is a fun game to sit down and play through. And yeah, I enjoy the levels, I enjoy the special stages, I enjoy, that you have Sonic and Tails playable. You've got the Sea Fox as like a special power-up for Tails himself, whereas Sonic has some other stuff, like each character has their own like little power-ups through levels. I enjoy all the stages, and I enjoy most of the boss fights, especially like the last couple where you fight, Knack is fightable in all the special stages, and Knuckles shows up in a submarine and shoots nukes at you, which is super cool. Yeah. Yeah, I have no bad things to say, and if anyone does, I will personally fight them. Alright, the ball's in your court.
Alright, so Jack, you put it higher than me, so you get to talk about it next.
I don't have a ton to say about Triple Trouble, except that it's a good game. I like it. It has good levels. Calm down. Calm down. Anyway, it's a good game. It has good level design. I mean, it's easily the best Game Gear game. It has, like, I like the level aesthetics, like, the different, like, I don't know, like Landon mentioned, the Sea Fox, and just, like, different, like, modes of gameplay. It's, like, there was a lot of good ideas put into this game, I think. And it's a good one. I like it.
Sonic Triple Trouble is a good game because it has a spin dash. No, I like Sonic Triple Trouble. I think the levels are not my favorite of the Game Gear levels, but I mean, obviously I mixed up the fucking Sonic Triple Trouble and Sonic Chaos, so what the fuck do I know? But no, I do like Sonic Triple Trouble is probably, well, it's not my favorite of the Game Gear games. It's definitely like, it's not my favorite, but I will agree that it is probably the best one, just because of the fact that it manages to make a Sonic game on the quality of the Genesis titles on lesser hardware and with more restrictions. But yeah, it's a good game.
I'm still gonna beat you
up. That's all I was gonna say about it, though. Moving on to the top 5. All right, this is where the big boys are playing. We got number 5 is Sonic Advance 2, which barely, and I mean 1 point, beat out Sonic Triple Trouble. I'm going to be honest with you, because of the placements on the list, if it tied Sonic Triple Trouble, it would have lost to Triple Trouble based on the other metrics that I had going into ranking the list after everybody submitted their lists. So it barely beat Sonic Triple Trouble. And Landon put Sonic Advance 2 in 7th. I put Sonic Advance 2 in 7th. Jack put Sonic Advance 2 in 5th. If he put it in 6th, that would have dropped Sonic Advance 2. So him putting it in 5th was enough to get it to 5th place. So Jack, you get to tell us about why is Sonic Advance 2 your 5th favorite Sonic game?
Lennon just messaged me. This is Cloud's fault. I will kill him.
That wasn't my fault.
Because you put Triple Trouble really low. Compared to Landon, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Advance 2. I love this game. Also nostalgia, but yes. I mean, I even, like... this one is actually super fresh in my memory because I was, like, playing it over the last couple days. Just because I felt like it. And purely level design, momentum, and, like, physics-wise, this game is fantastic. I think, like, this is actually a really fucking good game. And, like, I would say overall is, like, one of the best in the series, just purely level design. The thing that puts it below the first game is the boss fights kind of suck. Unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, like, some of them are okay, but, like, it's all the same, like, style of boss fight. It's like you're running, like, you're constantly running to the right, and you have to, like, dodge, you know, the boss's attacks and hit Eggman. or one-time Knuckles. And it's just kind of the same thing every time, and it's pretty frustrating because they're not easy. But, like, I don't know, that's really the only bad thing about this game. I don't really care for the boss fights, but, like, the music is fantastic. I love the level aesthetics. I mean, like, Music Plant and Techno Bass are two of my favorite levels in the entire series. It's just, like, this game is great.
Can we bring back an old phrase that we used in the top Sonic levels list?
What's that?
Jack, does Sonic Advance 2 make you come buckets?
Make me come buckets. Yes.
Alright, just making sure. Okay. So I put Sonic Advance 2 and 7, so did Landon, so I go first out of the two of us, which Landon is perfectly okay with. Sonic Advance 2. I'm going to say similar things to what Jack has said. I think the level design and I think the level variety is pretty fucking good. Hot Crater as a second level is fucking awesome. I like that Leaf, the first stage, isn't just Green Hill. It's actually like more like a jungle-like level. It's called Leaf Forest, but it feels more jungle-like in parts. Music Plant's fun, Techno Bass is fun, even though that the last like 3 seconds of one of the stages can go fuck itself because I died like 15 million times on it. Some other stuff that I dislike before I go back to things I like Jack said, the bosses in this game can suck a nut. You either use cream and you break the bosses in half, or you cry in agony as the boss mercilessly beats your ass like 15 times.
Fuck the egg frog.
And one of the things that really gets me, that like drives the point home on this game would be so much better if the boss battles were better. So Mega Man games, at the end of the games, you typically refight all the Robot Masters, but you have all of the power-ups across the game that you've acquired, so it's kind of a fun like final exam, like refighting the bosses with having all the power-ups at your disposal. That sort of approach doesn't work in a Sonic game when you have literally all of the same abilities the entire game. And Sonic Advance 2 does this for some stupid reason. The last zone, you fight weakened versions of every single boss, back to back to back to back, until you fight the final boss. And it is agonizing, and it is so fucking dumb. And I probably would have put this a slot or two higher if they just didn't have it. Like, the fact that you have to refight every boss back to back when they already weren't great to begin with just is so frustrating, because everything else about this game is really, really good. I guess the special stages are okay too. I don't really care for the special stages in any of the Sonic Advance games. They're fun, they're just really fucking hard to get to. And Sonic Advance 2 is no exception. But this game would be so much better if the bosses just didn't fucking piss me off. That's all I got to say about Sonic Advance 2. It's really good. The momentum system is good. Like you can jump in midair with like a trick system thing. That's cool. Cream breaks the game. Yeah, that's it. Landon, you can talk about Sonic Advance 2.
Sonic Advance 2 is fun. Yeah, I'll echo. I'll throw some echo into the chamber and just say, don't care for the bosses. But yeah, the levels for the most part are pretty solid. Maybe too many pits for my liking, but other than that,
that's fair.
It's, pretty solid overall. Sonic's fun, Knuckles is fun, Cream is fun, Tails and Amy are fun. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a solid experience that Sega will never give you again because they refuse to acknowledge these exist.
Boo.
Yeah.
They
Unless
really
you
do.
Unless you lived in Japan when the Wii U was active, because then you could have bought the advanced games on Wii U Virtual Console.
Sega, people like the Sonic Advance trilogy. What the fuck?
I went
Cloud.
into I went into my recent playthrough of Advance 2 expecting, like, the bottomless pits to be, like, a giant pain in the ass, but really the only, like, zone where they're pretty excessive is Sky Canyon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But aside from that, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It does literally make one part. There's one section where you have to mandatorily use the boost, like the midair jump that I mentioned a while back, and if you don't do it, you die.
I mean, it is like a game mechanic, so you know.
Yeah, but I don't like
but that's
game mechanics.
So
That
I mean, I feel like that's kind of like a press X to not die sort of thing, where it's almost like a QTE, but just isn't. Being forced to do a specific thing or you die is just not good level design. But I digress. But Sonic Advance 2 is a lot of fun, and we all enjoyed it, except for the bosses, obviously. Moving on to number 4, we have Sonic Advance 3, which beat Sonic Advance 2 by several points. And I am the one who put it highest. I had it in 5th. Landon had it in... Oh, wait, Landon tied it. So Landon had it in 5th. And then Jack has it in 6th. So I'm going to start, and then it's going to Landon, and it's going to go to Jack. Sonic Advance 3, they de-emphasized the speed boosting that Sonic Advance 2 had, because like you had like... So Sonic Advance 2, we didn't mention it, but there's like an aspect of like your momentum where you can go so fast in Sonic Advance 2 that you have like an afterimage effect following you. They toned that down in Sonic Advance 3, but it's still a way faster game than the first Sonic Advance game. And I love Sonic Advance 3 because it not only balances the speed and platforming, it just, in my opinion, the level design is top-notch for the trilogy. And if there's one thing about Sonic Advance 3 that I love so much, and it is the team-based mechanics of this game. You have the 5 playable characters that have been playable in at least Sonic Advance 2. So you have Cream, Amy, Tails, Knuckles, Sonic. You get to pick the person that you're going to play as, and then you get to pick a partner that follows you. And based on these decisions, you get a different set of abilities tied to your A and B button, and you get a different, based on your partner, you get a different ability that you can hold R, I think it is, to activate. So you get a bunch of different things that you can do based on the team setup that you have. And just that option alone is so much fun to go through different levels and replay levels as different team setups and see which ones work for you. There's so many different ones, I can't even name them all, I'm not going to bother, but there's a lot of fun ones to pair up, and the levels are really fun. I love how Route 99 is the first stage, literally has no resemblance to anything that most Sonic games do for a first level. I think the only thing that's close is City Escape. City Escape and Route 99 are like the only things that I can think of offhand that are similar as first stage, and it's a good level. I also like Sunset Hill. It's a nice sunsetty throwback to Green Hill. Cybertrack is techno-based but Sonic Advance 3. And Twinkle Snow, despite it being a level theme that I don't care for, it's done pretty well, and I think I had a lot of fun with it. But fuck the boss on that world, though. God, that boss was so annoying. Toy Kingdom, I'm going to leave that one for Landon, because I know he likes that one. But yeah, just the levels are great. I like the fact that also Sonic Advance 3 is the only game of the trilogy that has 3 full acts. The other games have 2, and for most zones. And I mean, more good levels is A-okay with me. Finding Chow is pretty fun, I guess. I like basically 100% of this game, sort of, almost. I was close. This game is fun. I really like this game. Yeah. Landon, you get to talk about Sonic Advance 3 next. And by that I mean, talk to us about Toy Kingdom.
Toy Kingdom's fun. So is Route 99. Those are fun levels. I enjoy Sonic 3, the Advanced. especially because of the team up mechanic that definitely helps the game have a ton of replay value, especially if you're trying to find Chow. It's a ton of fun going through with the different team setups. The music's really good. I enjoy that a lot. Yeah. And I don't think there's a bad level at all. In this game, at least. There might be bad levels elsewhere. They might have already passed them. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Which number are we on?
Much better.
Oh, yeah. The bosses, especially when you compare it to the Advanced 2, Advanced the Second. It is definitely an improvement in the boss category, for sure. Yeah. Alright, Jack. What do you got for me?
I like Advanced 3. It's a good game, but it is my least favorite of the Advanced trilogy, and I'm apparently alone on that one. I think
you will die on that hill.
I mean, I think it has good level aesthetics and decent level design. I mean, I would say that the level design is a step down from the first two, if only for the fact that I feel like there's a lot of unavoidable shit, or just shit that's really hard to react to. Sometimes you'll just get tossed into an enemy and lose your rings, or there's a lot of places where it's really easy to get crush death. Yeah, I don't know. It's still a good game. I really like this game. I mean, this nostalgia as well, but I just kind of recognize, or just at the very least, the flaws of this game are a little more apparent to me than the first two. Music is great. Boss fights are good, except for Twinkle Snow. That boss can go fuck itself. And yeah, the team mechanic is cool too. That's about it.
Alright. So that was Sonic Advance 3. We got our top 3 games. And you might be surprised at the order of the top 3.
No.
But number 3...
I'm not surprised.
...is Sonic 3 and Knuckles, with 5 more points than Sonic Advance 3. And, probably not surprising, but Jack, this is his number 1 Sonic 2D game. I put it in 4th, and Landon put it in 6th. So we are going to go literally in our normal order, and Jack is going to start us off and talk about Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles is my favorite video game, so yeah, this is a real shocking placement for me.
Shock.
I know, yeah, whatever, it's 2 games, shut up, but when you put them together, they make, one complete experience that, doesn't just repeat levels or what have you. It's nah, you get... because it would have been so easy for them to just be slap the Sonic 3 cartridge in Sonic and Knuckles, and you can play as Knuckles in Sonic 3 like they did for Sonic 2. But no, it's just a whole-ass game. And I love every zone. The boss fights are great. The music is fantastic. It controls perfectly. The level design is phenomenal. I have absolutely zero complaints with this game. It's the perfect video game. And that's pretty much it.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Okay. So, I will admit, I'm one of the people that did not get to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles as they originally had come out, because I only had Sonic and Knuckles and I did not have Sonic 3. I would have later played Sonic 3 and Knuckles as a combination when it was an unlockable for Sonic Mega Collection Plus.
I mean, that's how I played it originally, so...
I really, 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 really like Sonic 3 Knuckles, but I guess the reason that it's held back for me personally is just a few nitpicks that I have with it. And mainly that's that I understand that this is two separate games, so they had to make them big enough and then put them together. But I actually think that as a Sonic game, this game has just too much going on to the point where there's a few levels I really actually grew to just not care about. But there's some really good levels in there. Like, I like Mushroom Hill. I like Lava Reef. Lava Reef is still one of my favorite zones in all Sonic. Just period. It was high up my list last when we did the levels list. I like most of the reason though that I like Sonic 3 and Knuckles is mostly from Sonic and Knuckles. The Sonic 3 half, I don't like it as much, and I think that's probably the thing that holds it back for me is just the fact that like Sonic 3 is good. Sonic and Knuckles is awesome, and you put them together, and it's an almost awesome game.
They're both awesome. Fuck you.
I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I do think that the bosses, though, are overall really good. I like the level design for the most part. It is nice that, like, some of the areas are, like, specifically set for, like, Knuckles to play through, as opposed to Sonic or Sonic and Tails. But yeah, no, like, there's a lot of stuff going on in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And I like a lot of it, but there's also some of it that if it had just been chopped right off when the two games are combined, I would not give a shit. And that's probably the only reason why it's not in my top 3. But it is still really good. And the music is fantastic. I will surrender that point. Landon, how do you feel about Sonic 3 and Knuckles?
I don't know what that is, but I will tell you, Sonic and Knuckles is a perfectly acceptable experience to enjoy.
So he did it even worse than I did, Jack.
And
I at least acknowledge Sonic 3. This man's not even acknowledging its existence.
And Sonic and Knuckles is fine. Jack, please try. Please try.
Wow. Fuck you.
Please come over here and kill me. It would make my life
over. It would end it.
Yes, exactly. So if you're not going to end my life, then I don't want to hear it.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. It's a Sonic game for the Genesis that has Knuckles in it, so it's perfectly fine. Sonic 3 is okay. I don't like. Yeah, I kind of in the same boat as Cloud, where the Sonic 3 half I don't care for as much as the Sonic and Knuckles part. You know, Mushroom Hill, Flying Battery are super fun to play through, and everything else in Sonic and Knuckles. What do you want, traitor? What?
He wants you to talk about Sonic 3 more.
Fine. Sonic 3 exists for the Genesis, and you can play as Tails in it. Does that satisfy you, cat? Yeah? Okay. That's all I'm gonna say then. That's all I have to say to satisfy the cat.
Alright, moving on to number 2, with 40 points, which was 3 more than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We have Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Genesis and Mega Drive, and everything else it was released on, because just like Sonic 1, it was put on basically everything that Sega could throw it at. I put Sonic 2 in second, higher than the other two that both put it in third. So it's going to go in order of me, Jack, Landon. Sonic 2. For the longest time, up until... spoiler alert, the game that comes after this. This was the Sonic game. No! This was the Sonic game. I loved this game so much. From the first moment I played it, till the moment that I played it again on Mega Collection Plus, to the moment that I played the iOS Android 2013 remaster from Christian Whitehead, I love Sonic 2. The levels are all really great. Even Casino Night, which is the only iteration of a casino-style stage in the entire series that I give half a fucking shit about. Except maybe Casinopolis, the Sonic adventure. That was pretty cool, too. But that's not the point. I really love all the zones in Sonic 2. And I find them really well balanced because they're not too short, they're not too long. And besides Metropolis Zone, they have decent enemy placement, and they have good level design pretty much throughout. Some of my favorite zones in the entire Sonic series come from this game. There's Mystic Cave, there's Oil Ocean, Hilltop is pretty good, Aquatic Ruin is actually a pretty cool water level. I actually don't hate this one. Emerald Hill's a fun first level, Chemical Plant's awesome. Hidden Palace, which was added in the 2013 version, is a fucking love letter to me. Just me. Like, I know that there's probably people out there that are also really excited that Christian Whitehead was like, that level that they didn't finish, I'm gonna make that. And I'm so happy that he did. Yeah, but other than that, like, the bosses are fun, the music is fucking kick-ass, it's just almost everything about Sonic 2 is, like, some of my favorite stuff in the entire series. Jack, how do you feel about Sonic 2?
Sonic 2 is a great game. It's the kind of game that I don't really talk about too much, because everyone else kind of does already, because everyone loves Sonic 2.
You also prefer to talk about Sonic 3 and Knuckles more.
It's like, wow, yeah, shocker. I think Sonic 2 is a great game. Yeah, no, I mean, for the most part, like, all of the zones in Sonic 2 are great. The music is fantastic. Like, Metropolis sucks ass, but, like, aside from that, everything's pretty good. It has a fun, climactic final boss. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I like it. I have to sneeze. Damn it, I couldn't sneeze. Yeah, that's really all I have to say.
Alright, Landon, you talked about Sonic 2 for the Genesis Mega Drive.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, you got to.
I do?
Yeah, you got to.
I get the privilege of talking about a video game on the internet.
You get to talk about a video game on the internet.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would like to first thank the Academy for giving me this privilege. It's a real honor. And I'd like to thank all the people that helped me get to this point.
Oh my god, just talk about Sonic 2, fucking goddamn.
And that's my thoughts on Sonic 2. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for joining my TED Talk on Sonic 2, the Hedgehog of the 16-bit variety. No, I enjoy this game. It is fun. They've got the levels. They've got the music. They've got Tails. And he doesn't die at the end of this one if you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds. It's a shocker. It's a little known fact. Tails doesn't die in this game. Or well-known fact, I suppose, because people play this game. Yeah, no, I enjoy this game. It is always a treat. It is a delicious little treat, to go back to and play. Actually, I changed my mind. Can I just throw it at, like, I don't know, number 13 or something on my list? I'm changing my mind. Just that, yeah. I've changed my mind. It's number 13 on my list. Just edit that real quick for me, and we'll get back to you on that. Just wasted 2 hours of recording just to make a change there.
And a week of preparation.
Yeah.
All right. But no. Moving on, we have finally reached the end. This is our number 1 with 43 total points across the three of us. It is Sonic Mania. And it was second on Jack's list, first on mine, and second on Landon's. So we get to go in the same order we did for Sonic 2, and I get to start us off talking about Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania. So remember how I talked about Sonic 2 and I was like, for the longest time, this was the Sonic game?
No.
Well, this Sonic Mania is now the Sonic game. And I'm going to tell you why I like it so much.
No way.
So Sonic Mania, if I didn't praise it enough way back during our top games of 2017, which was jam-packed with so many good games that Sonic Mania only really made it to like number 5 on my list because there was just that many fucking good games that year. But Sonic Mania is still so fucking good. It does the whole, level design thing at such an expertly crafted level that I don't think that there was a single level in that game that I actually hated. Like, the levels get pretty challenging later on, and I did get frustrated because they were challenging. But I never felt like any of the levels were unfair. I think that the levels were finely crafted, the set pieces are really amazing. I love how they just, borrow aspects from, every end of previous 2D Sonic games, and some not. And they throw so many references at you. And it's all done in this way that it's so beautifully packaged together. And it's a decently sized game on top of all of this. Because it's 12 main zones, 2 acts each. And they're all decently length for each of the points of the game that they are played at. The quote-unquote reused levels are only really reused aesthetically. And in very small portions are they actually revisiting stuff from the original game. And the second acts are totally new to the point where I can't even consider them the same level. But they're so good. They're all so fun. Chemical Plant Act 2 has a fucking, you bounce on gelatinized wood. I don't fucking know. It's fun. The bosses are really great, pretty much all around. They ended up doing an update with Sonic Mania Plus that added even more stuff because they redid the levels again, and then they added 2 extra characters, and then they also said, that Metal Sonic boss, we're gonna make a better one, and then they did, and they improved a game that I already thought was amazing, and they just made it even more amazing. How did they get away with this? This game is so good. The music is amazing, everything about it's so good. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, Jack, you're up.
Cool. Sonic Mania is a good game. But also, there's a lot of crush deaths, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this at 16th on my list.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's not even a funny joke anymore, man.
I laughed.
Yeah, well... Thank you.
I had a good time.
Alright, seriously though, the crush deaths in this game are a problem. But otherwise, Sonic Mania is a great game. This is what happens when you have, people who have been playing and studying Sonic games for probably longer than anyone should. Make a Sonic game, and hey, it turned out pretty good. Maybe they should hire this Christian Whitehead guy, who sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah, Sonic Mania, the level design is fantastic, the music is great, the special stages are actually fun.
Oh, they are.
Literally, my only major gripe with this game, aside from the crush deaths, is, I wish that there was more original zone ideas, because there's 12 zones in this game, and 4 of them are actual original levels. I wish there was more. I understand...
Because all 4 of the ones that are there are good.
Yeah, they are really good. And, I understand, they want to pay homage to the classic games, and the remixes of the classic levels are really, really good. But, like, seeing how good the new level ideas are just makes me wish they would have done more of that. Hopefully in a future game, but, yeah, and then also all the Sonic Mania Plus shit is cool, too. It's got multiple playable characters. Yeah.
It did Sonic Heroes better than Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
Landon,
Yeah.
you get to talk about Sonic Mania now.
You know what really grinds my gears, folks?
When games don't have Mighty the Armadillo.
Yeah, well, there's that. There's that. But also a little thing called blue spheres. And if this game didn't have blue spheres, well, it'd still be number 2 on my list, but that's beside the point.
Blue spheres are fun.
Blue
Fuck you.
spheres can die in whatever well I'm going to shove your corpse in after I'm done beating the snot out of you. Now you shut up! You shut your hole!
Blue Spheres was the reason why Landon put Sonic 3 and Knuckles all the way down in 6th.
That singular game and another game deserve it, okay? If they want to have blue spheres, then I'm gonna be mildly upset about something I'm bad at. How's that sound? Yeah, but no. Trader, we're almost done. Okay, bye. He's just gonna be loud. Sonic Mania is a great title that I gave a 4 out of 10 during our original review, and I stand by that score. I really think this is a 4 out of 10 experience. I would recommend it to anyone. Your mom, your cousin, your local librarian,
drug dealer,
your local drug dealer. I would recommend it to all of them and be like, Landon on the internet.
I like how you took it in a wholesome direction by saying local librarian, and I'm just immediately like, drug dealer.
Yeah, I mean, that obviously shows the difference in our character. I would pretend to think. Anyway, yeah. Sonic Mania is perfectly fine as a video game in the 2D Sonic list, and it's a perfectly fine video game in general. You could do a lot worse, as we've shown.
You could do Sonic Blast.
You could play a lot of games on this list, and they would not get a 4 out of 10. That's for sure. That's
high praise.
Yeah, high praise. High praise coming from me. Yeah, no. I would say if there's a game that's going to be ranked top on this list that's not Triple Trouble, well, I suppose this has to be it. That's how it works. That's how making combined lists work, I suppose. End of the story.
All right. So that was our 2D Sonic games ranked. I'm sure that there was a few surprises here and there. I'm sure that there was stuff that you totally expected and totally saw coming and landed exactly where you thought it would. But in the comments down below, as well as probably the live chat, because we'll probably have a premiere for this, I guess. Let us know what your 2D Sonic ranking would look like. Let us know what games you didn't like of the 2D games. Let us know the ones you really liked, and yeah, just have some fun with some good old 2D speedy blue hedgehog stuff. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for joining us for this long 2-part excursion into ranking all the 2D Sonic games. We will come up with some other cool idea for a countdown list that will probably also take like 2 hours because we take forever to formulate our thoughts. But thank you for joining us as always. We'll see you in the next video.